What up, gamers? Welcome back to another video. Today I had a good day. Got to throw some discs in the park, but I'll admit I was struggling with lust earlier. I've made it out alive, but not without struggle. But I've been reading this commentary called Mark for Everyone by N.T. Wright, and I'm going to read you an excerpt which says that, this is on pages 3 and 4, the whole Christian gospel could be summed up in this point, that when the living God looks at us, at every baptized and believing Christian, he says to us what he said to Jesus on that day. He sees us not as we are in ourselves, but as we are in Jesus Christ. It sometimes seems impossible, especially to people who have never had this kind of support from their earthly parents, but it's true. God looks at us and says, "You are my dear child. I'm delighted with you." I thought that was a pretty sweet little passage, and kind of working my way through this commentary. Mark is a really great gospel. There are very few words wasted, so to speak. And I went to Christmas Eve church today, and we talked actually in Mark just about the disciples on the boat, and they're crossing this sea, and a storm comes, and Jesus is sleeping in the back of the boat, and the disciples, they start to freak out because they're like, I mean, they're fishermen, that is their job, so they've been through a storm or two, but even they are fearing for their lives. They're talking about, like, "Lord, can you not see that we are perishing?" And Jesus is like, like, "You have little faith," and he commands the wind and the waves to calm down, and like, what a miracle that is. My pastor was talking about, for the wind to calm down at just the right second when he says that, like, that could be a coincidence, but for the waves to stop immediately, that is by definition a miracle. It's an undeniable act of God. And he was talking about how the trip through the sea symbolizes our life as Christians, how we go through our life, and sometimes we hit storms, and the storm might not even be your fault in a sense of it might not be caused by something that you do wrong, but you may still encounter storms as a Christian, and it may still be according to the Lord's purpose. But we can always find refuge in Christ, and he is the one who can put a stop to the wind and the waves with just a word. So I thought that was really cool. Also a different angle than most Christmas messages. But I think it's a great one, because I'm not going to act like my life got any easier when I decided to give my life to Christ. Like, suddenly, I'm swearing and it doesn't feel right anymore. And just things that were normal and easy, now I have to rethink everything. Like, dude, this is not so simple anymore. Because I want to please the Lord, and that goes against my human nature. So, just some food for thought for you. Yeah, I'm excited for tomorrow. It's always a good day on break as a college student, but especially tomorrow. I'm going to play disc golf with some buddies, and we're bringing our dads. So I think we're going to do some scrambles, which is just where you divide the players into teams, and you play in those teams instead of just by yourself. It's good fun. We did it once before, and things went well, so we're gonna do that again. But yeah, I did manage to stay up late again for no reason. I just have a chronic problem, I guess. Just keep it a stack with you. Just don't lose to recruits and everything will be fine. Yeah, it feels good to finally start this commentary on Mark, because I've had the book sitting around for a while, and just between school and my focus waning slightly, I have not gotten into it until now. So it's good. It's exciting. I need to be in the Bible every day. Just whatever means necessary to get in the Word. Yeah, I've struggled with lust today in a way that I haven't in a long time. So that's kind of concerning, but it just tends to happen over break. I don't know why. I think I get idle, and idle hands are the devil's plaything or something. Okay, I actually probably should have played the canon, but it's not like I haven't been busy over break. Like I've been working a lot, but today I had idle hands, so yeah, just trying to, oh my goodness, cracked a 5-star. That's a cool way to end the video. But, alright, I think that's all that I have for you today. I will be back tomorrow. Oh my goodness, and a 4-star. It's really something. Alright, I'll catch up more.